Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not.
We have reached the AFC and the NFC Championship games.
Yes,
Very
finally.
exciting stuff. We have 4 great teams. It was a fun weekend. Yes, there was a lot that happened, but I'm very happy with the outcome of these 4. And one of my Super Bowl picks is still in it. So
yes, the only problem with this outcome is all the teams that were supposed to win last week won, and you know, people want to give me flack for going 0-4. That's fine. I picked all the underdogs.
Here's the thing about predictions. No one really cares. You only care if you get them right, okay?
Yes, that is true.
And like,
or wrong, because I seem to care.
Or wrong. You care. People, no one really cares.
What happened?
Predictions are whatever. Like, oh, make a pick. All right, cool. We do it because this is the business that we're in. Yeah. But in reality, if I get it wrong, so what? Unless,
Tomorrow
of course, you are Rockets fans, which in case you take it very, very personally.
Yes.
Or you're Eagles fans, in which case you take it very, very personally.
Right.
Everyone else, it doesn't really matter. But we do have the AFC and NFC Championship games set. The Rams are going to play the Saints in New Orleans, and they beat the Cowboys easily, 30-22.
Yeah.
They rushed for 273 yards, so their linebackers for the Cowboys were basically irrelevant.
Well, they were trying to get Sean Lee into the mix, which was a big mistake.
Very important adjustment. That Sean Lee's got to be in there. That's Sean Lee. How do you feel about that?
Sorry, I was too busy. I was hung up on the easily. The easily.
Okay.
Let me know when I'm lying.
No. It looked, point spread wise, it doesn't look easy, but they had control of the game. They could have been beating the Cowboys by more by halftime.
Are we pretending like the Cowboys were like...
We had a chance with 2 minutes left. We were down by 8. All we had to do was get a stop. But to your point, Sean Lee was in the game, and Sean Lee did not make that third down stop.
No, he did not, and they are done. And the Rams are going to be playing the Saints. They're big done. Yes, they're big done. The Saints-Eagles game was a tad bit closer, I would say, although the Eagles forgot how to play offense in the second half of that. That game actually was the strangest turnout to me because I thought it was going to be a lot more offense on both sides of the ball. Saints came out really dead, and that was kind of a disappointment to me. But they haven't really been scoring that many points as of lately. I think they're averaging like 19 points a game or something.
Well, you talked about that,
as opposed
that
to the 37 that they were averaging early in the season. So that's really what is concerning to me about the Saints.
I think they're gonna. If the Saints end up winning the Super Bowl, it's because they never had to play outside. Simple as that.
Yes.
What is it like?
And you know what? You're 100% right. And I was thinking about it earlier, and that bothers me because people are going to say that. And my pushback to that is like, well, maybe be better during the regular season, and you might have had home field advantage, and then you could have made the Saints come and play you, but you didn't.
The only reason I picked the Cowboys to win is because the Rams were good enough during the regular season where when I saw them and I was trying to evaluate how good of a team they were, they just rolled the ball out there, and they weren't really playing well. Now they've turned it on. They can get it started. I don't think the Rams or the Saints are good enough without Sheldon Rankins to beat the Rams anywhere.
Well, I like the way that the Rams are playing. The Rams were just dominant to me. They were the team that we were watching earlier in the season. And I wasn't sure about that bye, but then Sean McVay came out and was like, hey, I know all of you guys are making fun of my coaching tree and making it seem like it's not a big deal, and I'm not a big deal, but I actually am. Take this ass kicking and go home. So I like the way that the Rams look as opposed to the way that the Saints looked.
Right.
Do with that what you will. I know Saints, and that's a tough place to play, and they, home field advantage does mean something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really like the Rams in this game.
You like the Rams
and the
in this
Saints?
game?
Yes, I do.
The Saints, that's your pick.
I know this. I know. Well, the Rams were my Super Bowl pick.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Remember, at the beginning of the season, the Rams were my Super Bowl pick, and then I kind of jumped on the Saints bandwagon there because they were playing good. And I don't think it's a lock. Like I don't feel strongly about it. I just like the Rams more. Like I think Drew Brees and the Saints are totally capable of winning this, of putting something together and winning this game. But it's only because the Rams are on the road that I feel that way.
Yeah, and I'm not going to back.
It's not about the way the Saints are playing.
No.
It's not about the way that their offense is playing that makes me feel that way. It's only because the Rams being in an uncomfortable space, that's the only reason why. Because I think the Rams are playing much better than the Saints at this point.
Yeah, and I think in this whole youth movement thing that I've been preaching, I can at least go for the younger guy, Sean McVay, because I'm just rooting for everyone against other than Tom Brady at this point in time. Everyone.
Okay, we're not. So are we talking about what we're rooting for, or what are we talking about what's going to happen?
Okay, Sean McVay has proven that he is and can be the next Bill Belichick in this NFL. Is that fair? Is that fair to say? No. Okay. Well, then everything else.
I mean, you got to win a ring first. Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick because of the success that he has had in Super Bowls.
Fair.
Like, you can say Sean McVay is well on his way to becoming the next Andy Reid.
I mean, why would I? If I was choosing with the next thing, why would I choose the next worst one? Why would I choose the bad one?
It's not. First of all, Andy Reid is not bad. I'm just saying, in order for you to be, look, this is just a tough conversation for me. And I was having it with Colin earlier. You have to win a ring before you start that conversation about being the best at something. When you're talking about Bill Belichick, who has 5 Super Bowl rings, win a ring, and then we could be like, okay, now he is headed in the direction of Bill Belichick. Like, he's a great coach. He's had some success. Can we pump the brakes on the next Bill Belichick until you win a ring?
What if I mention it's Bill Belichick in the sense that he is the feared coach offensively, offensive-minded, or just schematically?
I think Bill Belichick is feared because he's the Darth Lord Sith. And he's unstoppable, and they're the dynasty of darkness. Like, that's why he's feared. They figure, look at how they played. Everyone was like, "Oh, the Patriots are done. They're just Gronk's washed up, and Edelman can't make a catch." They look pretty good to me.
I mean,
Speaking of, they whooped on the Chargers, 41-28. That was a disaster. Durable Chargers, adorable effort by the Chargers. Kind of sad that's the way Antonio Gates' career is going to likely end.
He called a touchdown pass.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the game.
I know, but Antonio Gates, that's the only thing he did his entire career is just catch touchdown passes. It's like he was like one at any point in time. Like, Antonio Gates went out exactly what he was supposed to, winning a touchdown pass that didn't matter. Congratulations.
Fair enough. But I know everyone was like really excited about the Chargers. Yes. I believe you picked the Chargers.
I did.
I never believed in the Chargers, and it's just because they're the Chargers. It's no other reason. Like, they had a great squad this year. They had a great regular season. I'm not being sarcastic right now. I just don't think that they have what it takes to beat the Patriots at home off of a bye. And history would prove that was a very easy pick.
Listen, am I wrong for wanting Phillip Rivers to finally win one?
No, you're not wrong for wanting. But you and I are having two different conversations. You're speaking from what you want and what you're rooting for. I'm speaking from what I think will happen.
That is.
So do you want me to have a fanboy conversation, or you want me to like talk about what I think?
That is how you said. That's how you.
I'm sorry, I'm a woman. I don't have that luxury.
Oh my gosh. Listen, like, what is this?
I'm sorry. Gillette has me all my feelings today. Jesus. Oh, my God. If you got upset over that Gillette commercial, woo!
What Gillette commercial?
My God. What do you mean? Have you been on the internet today?
Yesterday I was.
Oh, okay. Not today?
Yeah.
There's some... Well, anyway. I don't have time to explain that. Anyway, the Chargers lost very badly to the Patriots, and now they are going to play the Chiefs, who also crushed the Colts, which I also thought was very predictable. And the Chiefs are going to be in their first AFC Championship appearance since 1993. And Mahomes looked amazing. And more importantly, their defense looked great, which I thought was very important because that has been the Achilles heel for them all season. And even though they have some stars on the defensive side, they have not been well for them. Like they've had sparks, but overall as a unit, not great. And I'm not making this up. It's just statistically what it is. So I think if the Chiefs defense plays the way that they did last week or in this last game, and Mahomes doesn't make any big turnovers, no big interceptions, and the defense plays well, I think that they win. I'm going with the Chiefs in this game.
Of course, and you should go with the Chiefs. The Chiefs, if they win the Super Bowl, it's because they found their LeBron James and Patrick Mahomes. Like, I respect the hell out of that. But at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes put the ball on the ground almost every play. Almost every game. If not every game, he recovers a lot of those fumbles. But in the cold, against Patriots and Bill Belichick, those guys that, everyone's talking about how much they self-scout themselves. It's really hard to pick against Bill Belichick in this moment, but I am, because that's how much I believe in Patrick Mahomes in any weather. And
that's how much you want the Patriots to lose that you're going to pick against them.
Fanboy.
Listen, as the fanboy, You have a gut feeling, gut data fact, if you will.
Gut data facts, yes.
And then you're like, what are real data facts that would suggest the gut data fact?
Sure.
The only real gut data fact supporting Kansas City winning out is the fact that Patrick Mahomes exists. And I think that's enough for me.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I would readily agree with that.
Gut.
It's a big part of the reason why I'm picking them. Now, in all fairness, they're going to be playing in the depths of hell. Opposite hell. They're playing in opposite hell, which is
Antarctica.
like 15 below zero ice storm.
Throwing a ball around.
It's called an Arctic blast, which sounds delightful.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Mountain Dew flavor.
It does. It might actually be one.
Yes.
I was in a Kansas City blizzard during Thanksgiving.
Yes. How was it? Do you think
It's
you
very
play football?
cold. It's very cold. We did not play any football. We could not get up the hills. And I did not spend a lot of time outside. But I imagine it's very difficult to play football in those conditions.
So what are the fans going to be like?
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be worse than what I experienced.
Right.
I mean, the fans are going to be there, believe me. They're going to be there tailgating. They're going to be in full snowsuits. They're going to be there. Yes.
Okay.
Kansas City, AFC Championship game, yes.
I'm not going to say they're going to be there. They're not going to be there.
Stadium will be full. Every seat will be full. They will be yelling. It's still going to be a rowdy environment. It's just going to be super, super cold.
Have you ever heard somebody yelling in the cold? It's muffled.
Yes, it is muffled.
It's quite muffled.
I've been to plenty of freezing cold football games. I grew up in Pittsburgh. My brother went to Akron. I've been to a few cold football games. All right, I try to put that in the back of my mind, but yes, I've experienced those.
I guess I've
spent whole quarters in the women's bathroom because of the cold. All right, at the Rubber Bowl.
I've
earned my cold stripes.
How quiet is it in the women's bathroom? Because a lot of people are going to be hiding in the bathrooms.
Let me tell you this.
A lot of people are going to be hiding in the bathrooms.
There's nothing fun about spending extra time in a public restroom.
Oh, yeah, period. I know that. I don't use those.
Especially for warmth. Use your imagination, okay? It's not pleasant. Anyway, the point is, I know everyone's like, oh, you know, Tom Brady's not going to be affected by the cold. Like, everyone's going to be affected by the cold. It's going to be really, 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 really cold. It's opposite hell.
Old people in the cold is hell.
Like, imagine playing football in hell.
Yes.
It's opposite hell. And not by opposite hell, I don't mean heaven. I mean opposite hell. Fire and ice, opposite hell. It's like on the other side of the wall.
What is opposite hell?
Opposite hell is what they're going to be playing in Kansas City.
Okay, I get that, but Tom Brady.
That's the weather. Like the weather person in Kansas City should just be like, "Welcome to opposite hell." It is negative 15 degrees with 50% wind chill.
Is it going to snow?
And it's going to 100% snow, sleet, ice. Go throw some footballs. But I do think Kansas City wins.
If the Patriots win. And if the Patriots win another Super Bowl this year, it's just because life isn't fair. You know what I mean? Like, you can't always have things go your way, right?
Yeah, life isn't fair, but eventually, every once in a while, the sports gods, you know, throw us a bone. And I don't.
Patrick Mahomes is the bone.
Look, I just think that anytime a dynasty comes to an end, it's because someone makes it come to an end. It's not like everyone's like, no, we're all just going to retire together and ride off into the sunset. Patrick Mahomes is going to end the Patriots dynasty this weekend. That is my prediction.
Okay.
In opposite hell.
So you have Rams, Chiefs.
I have a Rams Chiefs Super Bowl. Yes.
Is it fair?
It's going to be the battle of the kids.
Okay. I can get behind that. Is it fair to say, because you just saw Vice, so this may be poignant to you. Jeff Fisher was George W. Bush, Sean McVay, new Obama. Hope that people can believe in him.
Was Jeff Fisher Dick Cheney or was Jeff Fisher George W? I think he's George W. actually. Who's Dick Cheney in this situation?
Yeah, who's Dick Cheney?
I don't know.
Wade Phillips?
Think about that. No. Absolutely not.
Positive Dick Cheney?
Wait, no, positive Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
Opposite Dick Cheney?
Yeah.